Where's the
Okay, fais fort, vas-y.
Ready to pair.
When you start, can you step aside and use your zone to test the
downstairs?
I want to see more.
I cancel. Useless.
Yeah, here for May 2024 extension of the education of the government in the university. before I would like engineer ability to Thank you so much. Next, Nigeria International Anthem. Nigeria's colony to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Next on our agenda is introduction. I want to welcome the President of the National Chairman, Regional Adequate FNI, FNSC. Our state chairman, PMP. Our general manager, Lagos State Wastewater Management Office, Engineer Adequate Next one, agenda is 60 minutes. Taken by Engineer Ibrahim Shimo. I beg your pardon. Please, next on the agenda is Chairman of the Chairman of the Lagos State Chapter National Chairman. General Manager, Lagos State yeah, the of our host. And then also have the presence of former national chairman, the Nigerian Institution of Engineer, OBS, and also capital engineers, and present environment. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Techincal the month of May, which is on the topic citywide inclusive sanitation. The Lagos sanitation stakeholders and all. It is with great pleasure and anticipation that we gather here today to delve into one of the most pressing issues facing our dynamic metropolis, and that is sanitation. Sanitation is not merely a matter of convenience or aesthetics. Some people in other parts of the world, they have their research plans as the tourist center. Yeah, it's good. But in 2010, especially on the 20th of July 2010, there was a United Nations General Assembly resolution that was made. There was a United Nations General Assembly resolution that was made, which was to ensure that clean water and sanitation becomes a fundamental human right for everyone. And 121 countries, including Nigeria, actually signed to that resolution. And their signing to that resolution meant that they are going to be committed financially and technically to sanitation. So it's a fundamental human right, and it's a cornerstone of public health, dignity, and sustainable development. Yet, despite this critical importance and access to safely managed sanitation, yes, quote unquote, I mean safely managed sanitation. Because we could have people with respiratory plants, but those plants are not actually functioning well. We have people with septic tanks, but they are grossly inadequate. They are actually polluting the environment. So we have a critical importance about it to ensure that we access a safely managed sanitation, which remains a challenge for millions of people, both globally and within our own communities, particularly in Lagos. So as we embark on this journey today, I am reminded of the profound word of Mahatma Gandhi, who famously said, sanitation is more important than independence. So even if we're in the military era and we can go to the toilet and it will be safely managed, I think we are better off. So this we need to take sanitation very, very importantly. Indeed, the signals of sanitation cannot be required on size as it has a direct nexus with public health, with environmental sustainability, and social equity. That means there must be no difference. Even the lowest load-rolling people should also have access to clean water and must have access to sanitation. So this session comes at a critical junction in the history of Lagos. Why am I saying that? Because Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola, Governor of Lagos State, has approved Lagos State's water, sanitation, and hygiene policy in March 2020. That's just barely 2 months. That's just barely 2 months from now. And Lagos is a city that pulsates with energy, with diversity, with opportunities, and it has a population exceeding over 20 million. According to 2016 statistics, about over 23 million. So we are in 2024 now. I mean, usually getting close to 30 million. So Lagos is a vibrant hub of economic activity and cultural exchange. However, this rapid urbanization has also brought to the fore a variety of sanitation challenges. That means if this population is increasing, for engineers, we all know that the wastewater that we generated will increase. That means we have more to treat, we will have more challenges, and we have to face that challenge headlong. And that demands urgent attention and collective action. Maswano cannot do it alone. NIE cannot do it alone. So we all have to put all hands on deck to ensure that this is achieved. The theme of our session today is citywide inclusive sanitation, which underscores our commitment to ensuring that sanitation services are accessible, they are equitable, and sustainable for all residents of Lagos. Sustainability is key because if we have those infrastructures and they are not working, we are back to square one. That means we don't have that quote unquote safely managed sanitation. So regardless their socioeconomic status and geographical location, whether they are living in Malawi or in Ipe, the high water table area, they must get their fees, and that is why the topic is coming on board. I mean, there must be a citywide inclusive sanitation. So it speaks to our shared vision of a city where every individual has access to safe and dignified sanitation facilities, free from discrimination and stigma. So crucially, our deliberations today will be informed by robust data and evidence, to be grounded in rigorous research and analysis. We'll draw upon the wealth of knowledge and expertise within our midst. Definitely, I know I can count a lot of environmental engineers that have years of experience here. We're not talking about 2 years, 3 years, we're talking about 15, 20 years, 25 years. That's a whole lot. And this expertise is within our midst. We'll be getting sightings from pertinent data points, case studies, academic research to inform our discussion and guide our decision making today. For today's session, we have the opportunity to learn from our great speaker, well-seasoned expert in the water and sanitation sector. It's international repute. I mean international. When I mean international repute, I can begin to cite experience from Germany to Kigali to I can't just don't go into that. That would be another story. You get from the speech. Yes. So he also has a wide range of experience as a government regulator and service provider for both water and sanitation. He is the general manager of the Lagos State Wastewater Management Office, Engineer FM at the Media for FNIA. Round of applause. Also being our host, we really appreciate it. And I can probably say that the Lagos State government has made the best choice of an experienced and cerebral public servant to drive the sanitation sector at this challenging time. You will all agree with me that this is a challenging time. And together we will explore innovative approaches, best practices, and lessons learned in the realm of sanitation, drawing upon both local experiences and global perspectives. I would also like to use this medium to charge the Lagos State government through its various arm of government to the south in the environment sphere to work on the smooth implementation of the Lagos State wash policy. Yes, it has been approved, and we have to implement. We have to repeat last week, and one of the facilitators actually mentioned that talking about the implementation plan, it's not a 2-year affair, it's not a 3-year affair. It was talking about 20 years. So we need to think, instead of a minimum, we need to think about the implementation plan for at least 10 years from now. And that is a big job for environmental engineers. As always, the Nigerian Institution for Environmental Engineers Lagos State Chapter, with our team of sanitation stakeholders. You all have them in the conference room today and here today, and they are with utmost readiness to partner with the relevant authorities in ensuring the Lagos State wash policy is fully implemented towards a cleaner and livable Lagos. Closing, let us remember that sanitation is not merely a technical issue at all. It's a fundamental human right and a cornerstone of sustainable development. By working together and harnessing our collective strengths. Yes, we have chemical engineers, we have civil engineers, we have mechanical engineers. We have those that are not even in the engineering spirit, that are also friends of the environment. We know inclusive Lagos for all. Thank you, engineers.
Thank you, Engineer Michael, for the insightful and wonderful manner. Engineer Brian, any comment for today? Good afternoon, everybody.
Now, since you went for today is going to be on business, which are personal protective equipment. I'm sure they are all familiar with them. Pressure of mind, personal protective equipment. They are specialized for one, protection against health and safety hazards, or as well, or as well. Now, why do we wear personal protective equipment? Consider to be a temporary or long line of defense where it hazards cannot be produced anymore. But we have to remember that simply having our personal protective equipment is not enough against hazards, because protection require level of protection against hazards. Some important factors must be considered when selecting now based on the type of action required, the user should also be usable in the presence of other workplace hazards. Now, we must remember that both the employers and the employees have a responsibility and duty when it comes to PPEs. The employer must provide adequate PPEs to the workers, and it is mandated that the employee must use and wear the correct PPEs appropriately. Now, examples of PPEs that we have, we use the PPEs for different parts of our bodies. Now, for our eyes, we have safety goggles for those that work both sides. We have face screens for firefighters. We have face shields for firefighters also. Now, for our head, we are all familiar with helmets, safety helmets for those that work on sites, for those that, especially our workers for our CPs, when they go into the manholes, they need the helmets. Now, for our head and arms, we have the safety gloves. And they are also protective skins and cover the full arm. Now, for our feet and legs, we are all familiar with our safety boots. But the safety boots should have protective full caps in case of accidents. Now, for our lungs, we have the respirators, and in some cases, those masks. Thank you. Thank you, Engineer Israel. Next on our agenda is citation of guest speaker. It is taken by Engineer Adekunle Obamoniore.
Good evening, everyone. You're all welcome. We have a citation of Engineer Adekunle. So the total description of Engineer Adekunle as a drinking water and wastewater management response and current position, general maintenance, and so on. We have a professional journey, leadership roles, regulator and director of technical services, Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission, over 4 years, various notable roles and professional degrees, Lagos State government, over 2 decades. Educational background. He has bachelor's degree in chemical and polymer engineering from Lagos State University of Georgia, postgraduate diploma in civil and environmental engineering, water specialization from the University of Lagos and Hong Kong. has Master of Business Administration from the University of Lagos and Concord. Expertise and specialization: water and wastewater engineering, water and wastewater treatment plant designs, project supervision and implementation, operation and maintenance of water and wastewater business engineering. Professional affiliation has charter member of the Council of Regulation of Engineering and Engineering and Engineering, Society of Engineers, NEC, fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers. We have it, FNI, the members of Water Environmental Federation, member of the International Water Association, member of the International Network of Drinking Water and Sanitation Regulators, Regulates, Special Assignments, World Health Organization, appointed Sanitation Safety Planning Hospital for Lagos State, member of the National Working Committee for the Development of Code of Practice for Water, Works Operation in Nigeria. And additional training and education, quality training exposure on wash at home and abroad. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. General Manager, Lagos State Waste Water Management Office, Engineer Adife Afolabi, kindly take a session.
Thank you very much. Let me thank everyone for looking at most of our office today. This might be the first time. Of course, we have a lot of people that welcome here. Especially want to recognize our leaders in the Nigerian Institution of Environmental Engineers. Starting from the national president, my great brother, my very good brother, engineer, and most welcome. Our senior lead, chief, yes, actually, you are well recognized for that. You are well recognized. My Oga at the top. And I worked closely with the engineer for so many years before he retired. I was for our colleagues, members of the ESCO, the NIE, especially the chairman, and Engineer most represents. Members of the NIE, home and abroad, colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and of course, people that have come to share knowledge with us and our programs, and also coming. My dear sister is here. So, I'm at home, the consultant, my friend, has not come to say anything to me. So, you are most welcome. I'm the student in our place. I welcome you to the Lagos State Hospital. So today I was speaking quickly on why the issue of sanitation. The issue of sanitation is something that we cannot just keep aside. It's an agenda program that the state government is taking seriously. And for the transformation of a city like
Lagos, mega cities like Lagos, issue of sanitation ought to be taken seriously. So we're talking about the transformation agenda, citywide sanitation. So if we quickly go back to the table, this is the table of contents. Look at the sanitation situation in Lagos State, because we are Lagos, so we should speak about Lagos. Let us quickly understand citywide sanitation, which is an international concept in the sanitation part now. And that is what is desirable for everyone to be included in managing the issue of sanitation. Then we look at the sanitation stakeholders. Who are stakeholders? Who are our operators in that sector? The roles of the market experts like ourselves, like the NIE, NSC, other members. It's something that we need to look at. And of course, the sanitation economy, very robust sanitation economy. There's so much you can get out of sanitation. We look at that quickly also. Then we'll look at the key concepts for increasing sanitation in Lagos State social development. Okay, so the sanitation situation in Lagos State. For now, we have, as a state, population of about 23 million. I'm still counting. Lagos State has been adjudged as one of the fastest growing cities, mega cities in the world, and still growing. And we have a lot of migration even to Lagos, even from neighboring states and even countries still coming to Lagos. So the issue of sanitation, when do these people defecate? How is the wastewater difficult sludge being handled? So as of now in Lagos, we have inadequate sanitation infrastructure, wastewater management systems in place. We still go to the statistics as we go on, and we have increasing sanitation challenges. Notification now 5% is very recorded. So, but even with what we're doing, still on the increase. We have rapid population growth, urbanization, as I explained earlier, and insufficient government funding for the issue of sanitation. Okay, so this is the data that we have. And one of the challenges we have as a state is the issue of data. We still come to our challenges. But as of now, this is what we can put together and present as our situation in Lagos State. Our water use per capita of 20 liters per day, meaning that what is expected of an average Lagosian to use is 120 liters per day. However, because we have challenges of water supply, having people that use 120 liters per day,
by
less than 10% coverage in the state. On-site sanitation, better than 5%. Meaning that we predominantly use septic tanks and so do we for managing our sewage that is generated. And of course, 5% open dedication will be related to duplicating here and there. And this is one of the great challenges that we have as a mega city, Lagos. And our sewage mains connection, and these are just pockets of maybe estates, institutions here and there, 200 kilometers for the mega city. It's still a far cry to what is needed. And we have 300 registered college trucks. We have a total installed capacity of sanitation centralized treatment infrastructure. So we have 4 government wastewater treatment plants, 8 federal government of central municipal wastewater treatment plants in the states, on-site sanitation treatment facilities, we call them the septic stations. That is where the disposal is done of the fecal sludge. And we have government residencies, public housing estates, and privately owned wastewater treatment plants. And all together, we just have minimal of 0.03 million per day being generated. And that full capacity for what we can really take up for treatment in the state. And our total sanitation perspective, we're looking at the proportion of generating wastewater daily. And as of now, we have a deficit of 98%, which means that only 2% of wastewater is being treated in the state, meaning that we have so many challenges ahead of us as a state and as a people. Predominantly, what is usually done is that segregation goes to the water bodies and our homes, and that is a great impact, negative impact on our aquatic life. And as the chairman has said when it was open, there's a direct nexus between public health and sanitation, meaning that you have a lot of people going to the hospitals for the issue of typhoid, malaria, you have dysentery, cholera, even states, but of course, so many things are not being announced and publicized. So we have 5 state governments of fecal sludge treatment facilities, and just as a capacity for 0.000 billion people per day. And we're talking about the non-sewer sanitation. So let's quickly go into inclusive sanitation, sewer inclusive sanitation. It is an international concept that is something that is desirable for any city like Lagos. So it's a public service approach to advance equitable, and I carefully underline that one, equitable, safe, and sustainable outcomes that strengthen core public system functions of responsibility, accountability, and resource planning. So it's an all-inclusive. That means nobody is left out. No stakeholder is left out of the management of sanitation. Meaning that at all levels of government, at all levels of practitioners, whether you are a state actor, whether you are a non-state actor, private concerns, must be involved in the issue of managing sanitation. Okay. I've been advised not to use mine. I don't know if I'm audible. Okay. So this is just a of who and who, what is expected of the citywide which is equity, safety, sustainability of even the process that we have in place. And we have practitioners at the national level, state level, city level, even at the local government, at the grassroots. They must all be taken into consideration. And what is the expected responsibility of each practitioner? Whether you are a SWADA member, that is Sewage and Wastewater Association of Nigeria, the college practitioners, the operators, there must be accountability at every stage of sanitation management. And you have resource planning and management, which is the core mandate of the ministry and for sector coordination. And our laws must be appropriately placed so as to take care of the issue of managing sanitation. Then we can have a holistic framework for CYS services. Please go ahead. Okay, so understanding CYS. There must be innovative technologies, behavioral change interventions. Yes, meaning that at all levels of taking charge of this sanitation chain, we must have technology that will help assist the treatment of wastewater, as the case may be. There must be behavioral change. A lot of our people believe that once you puncture your septic tank, it goes into the water bodies, and they don't understand that it's all coming back to us one way or the other. And citywide inclusive sanitation takes cognizance of this, that this must really be taken care of. And number 2 is that access to improved sanitation for all. There must be provision of toilets, even from homes. There are some homes that are expected to have minimum facility. Toilets, some don't have, so some make use of bush attack, short roads here and there. Some defecate into the bushes, some defecate into the open drains. Some put it in solid waste bins, and for solid waste to cut away, operators to cut away. So there must be access to improved sanitation for all, and also that communities level sanitation solution. So at the grassroots level, we must all take charge that we must provide infrastructure, we must sustain that infrastructure, and we must monitor and sustain that infrastructure. And number 4, government, private sector, and civil society collaboration. There must be collaboration amongst all these players. Okay, so Lagos sanitation stakeholders here. Government agencies, as I've said earlier, are responsible for policy formulation, planning, and implementation. In Lagos State, we have the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources that is solely in charge of the sector coordination, while the other agencies, service providers like ASWAMO, Lagos State Regional Management, takes charge of providing service and of course monitoring of sanitation issues. We have NGOs and community-based organizations trying to initiatives. We have the wash coms at the grassroots level that take charge of sanitation issues. We have the local government also taking charge, private sector providing sanitation services, just like our consultants providing sanitation solutions, experts in this field. And of course, we have the academia, research institutes. As a state, I think we need more collaboration with the academia to find more solutions, having robust technology, things that are climate change friendly, that are energy saving technology, save money, even and to be sustainable. Please go ahead. Okay, so broadly, these are the stakeholders that we have highlighted on the issue of sanitation. So when we talk about solid waste, we have the NOMA, Lagos State Waste Management Authority, taking charge of managing solid waste. We have Lagos Water Corporation providing potable water supply. These are still stakeholders, and key stakeholders as well, because without water, there cannot be adequate sanitation or sustainable sanitation in the case we do. And we have the Lagos Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources giving policy direction, sector, and coordinating the activities of other agencies in the state. And of course, we have the Lagos State Wastewater Management Office, which is saddled with the responsibility of managing wastewater, sewerage systems, and people's sludge state. And we have the regulator, which is Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission, which is saddled with the responsibility of regulating water and wastewater services. So we have a new sheriff in town that license, that will give permits to operators this sector. And that is entrenched in Lagos State Environmental Protection Management and Protection Law 2017. And of course, we have LASEPA, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, which is regulates pollution, control, and towards protecting the environment. So it's very key. And we have non-governmental organizations, NGOs, like of course our society, who has a key role to play in giving support, research, notable advice for players in the sector, and of course bringing such collaborative platforms like this for us to share knowledge. And of course, we have community-based organizations and local stakeholders like Sewage and Wastewater Discharge Association of Nigeria that participate in sanitation efforts, working towards together to improve our sanitation condition in Lagos State. Of course, we have diverse stakeholders in the sector, and we have key challenges in the sector, as I've said earlier. The issue of data, ineffective process, database collection, effective planning. we have disjointed data. So the ministry has a role, of course, government agencies, to bring together data generated on a daily basis in this sector. So it's still have a challenge, and so we are working towards making that a thing of the past, creating a database sector where everybody starts data and have insights data sector. Yes, we have governance issues too, overlap of functions of government institutions. So what we are doing this fair is that the wash policy that has just been approved by the state ESCO has clearly delimited functions of ministries, departments, and agencies in this sector to know who does what and who is responsible for what. And gradually, the overlap in the past. Capacity, yes, no capacity in the sector. We have a lot of practitioners in the sector that are not compliant with the issue of knowledge gain. So there's need for development, self-development, that is number one, and for the institutions like the NIE to also help improve capacity of operators in this sector. So we have a shortage of people that are really experts in improvement capacity. So infrastructure and services, I've mentioned this before. We have a sanitation behaviors have to change, open defecation here and there, low access to sanitation facilities. So there's need for us to provide one public sanitation infrastructure like public toilets, very key. It's running water, whether we privatize it, however we want to do it sustainable. People must have access to such infrastructure to use or probably to eradicate the issue of education. So we have uncontrolled industrial influence charges resources, especially groundwater. We have a lot of people still discharging raw sewage into our water body and go after some people during our monitoring and compliance exercises. And people are beginning to understand that cannot start discharging from sewage to the environment. And of course, we have influences with complex land tenure issues, lack of space. In Lagos, very small land space, meaning that it's challenging for us as practitioners in the sector because we are not in control. Maybe so, and that is why was going to research with government and of course with the academia to look for technology that will have lesser footprint, lesser energy demand, sustainable, cheaper to run, and that will treat sewage. So we will still need that collaboration. The impact of climate change cannot be overemphasized. We have ocean surge. We have a lot of water coming into our infrastructure, to our septic tanks. If you go to the high water table, you have high water table, you have saline intrusion going into our waters. And that is one of our key challenges. And financing, sanitation without finance cannot be done. High cost of installation and maintenance of sanitation infrastructure. Because of the dollar rates, we have challenges in this direction. To buy chemicals, it's also a challenge. To buy equipment, it's a challenge at this time. So we have people, practitioners in this sector, complaining that dollar rate has gone up. They cannot provide infrastructure. But as a government, we need to have a lasting solution to this challenge, whereby there can be soft loans that will be given for the issue of sanitation management. And roles of the environment experts like ourselves, as experts, we need to be technical experts expertise and guidance on sustainable solutions. So there's a lot of need for research and development to be done. Conduct research analysis to inform policy and decision making, promote environmental education and awareness. Yes, it's something that we must do as experts. Anywhere you go, you must preach safely managed sanitation at all levels. And digital transformation using data analysis, GIS, AI, to provide desired solutions to environmental issues. Very key for us. Okay, so the business side of this sanitation, it's very good at most of us are practitioners. We know that there's an economy, circular economy, within the sphere of sanitation for wastewater management and recycling services. We have transformation of our sludge into energy. You can have biogas, you can have charcoal, call it voucher. Transform sludge. Fertilizer, for gardening, for cleaning of the environment. Even the effluent generated to be used for greening and watering of vegetations. And of course, we have construction work going on in the sanitation sector as consultants and contractors. We have a lot of properties that are desirous of putting up such infrastructure. And a lot of people are really going into this field, providing infrastructure, very lucrative. And consultancy and technical support services. As a government and as an agency, we usually request that consultants or properties will submit relevant documents, designs, what have you, for issue of providing infrastructure. So if you're a consultant, you know that this is a ready business for you to design. And of course, if you're a career registered engineer, you can stamp your design and submit. And of course, yes, to obtain sign off from this office before you put up any sewage infrastructure. Entrepreneurship and job creation. Yes, we have a lot of facility managers giving jobs at this time. Built industry enhancement. Our built industry is enhanced by infrastructures that we put on. Okay, so the business opportunities. Also, you have oil and fat traps. Even in this wastewater business, we have sewage treatment plant designs. Yes, because as a government institution, we will request that engineers will stamp those designs when submitted to our office. So that is job creation. And we can construct effluent treatment plants, it's also possible. Sewage treatment plants, maintenance, and overhauling. Yes, you can be a facility manager at any of these plants and job within this. Okay, so these are more businesses, septic transport businesses. Yes, you can own a septic truck. Registered accordingly, you can evacuate and of course all septic generated homes. You can design, construct, maintain. You can also have people sludge and things for waste to energy, voucher, gas, used for cooking. It's very possible. And you have the wastewater sewer network connections, metering. Very possible also. Opportunities of non-state actors. It's also something that can be achieved through the circular economy. This guy. Okay, so inclusive sanitation strategies for this. So the first one is sanitation for all residents. That is to say that implementing wastewater collection for all neighborhoods in Lagos State, meaning that everybody must be involved at the home, at the residence. As a resident, you must ensure that you invite all-age scheduled maintenance so that you just don't puncture septic tanks or to pump. So, water bodies. So this situation. There must be behavioral change, I said earlier. Community waste management initiatives, yes. Sanitation must be owned by everybody, from the grassroots, even to the top level. Okay, so key concept for improving sanitation in Lagos. So we have community engagement and education. As of now, we're doing a lot of sensitization programs, meeting with stakeholders to speak on the issue, business meeting. We're having one very soon where we'll be inviting practitioners in the sector to come and discuss the issue of sanitation, particularly commercial premises. So we have stakeholders engagement, infrastructure development and maintenance, waste collection and recycling programs, public health and environmental, very key. In conclusion, citywide inclusive sanitation is crucial for improving public health and environment. We cannot oversize this very important for public health. So as a state, we must take cognizance that we must achieve citywide inclusive sanitation in our state. Collaboration between stakeholders is essential for sustainable solution. Very key that all stakeholders must always collaborate to achieve the desired goal of zero tolerance of indiscriminate discharge of treated wastewater into our waterway. The Lagos State's wash policy approved in March 2024 creates an opportunity in the sanitation sector for regions. So we must see ourselves as part of people that will really implement the issue of sanitation management in the state at any level that we are operating, whether you're a government operator, whether you're a non-state actor, private concern, consultant, college practitioner, we all see ourselves as working towards a common goal. And lastly, together we can achieve a cleaner and healthier Lagos. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Please let's recognize the presence of Engineer Oshogu, former National Chairman of NIE. Question and answer.
I don't think I could say something here. My stars are here. We are approximately as we somebody let me correct that way of calling them. They are past my the past my chairman. Fourth. I can imagine that. Yeah, but after the kept
No, that's a question. I'll do something to help it. I'll have to say it. Like, I want them to write down
I forgot. I normally call the water engineer. I'm yet to find another person. That is our own. Nobody see any time anywhere. Anyhow, anyhow, I'm not afraid to talk. I'm always open to talk words. That is our own engineer
Abdulrasheed Ayeye Ezenai. My national chairman will not be perturbed for calling so that's actually is representing our president. But that office definitely did not. So my national chairman, Noreni, our GM. Yes. Yeah. I think they are really right. They are the right time, the right seat, or the right challenges. Anybody should be very watch. Nobody can claim it better than you, because I know we have worked does for this place. I am good with it. So it's my joy that during your tenure, the government has thought it right, and government has accepted to policy was of Lagos. So thank you for that. I have a request for you here. My first request for our GM, for the reason I'm here today, is that we don't have how many cases for Lagos State NIE meeting. And we have been struggling for this for some years back. During India Kudibe's time, she struggled to get us an office with NSC Kenya. It never worked. Tried with normal, never worked. I tried with India, so they never worked. But with you on this, I think this office can be our own. So anyway, Yusuf, yeah, house of bandit here. I want to say the Angola is our home, and we are choose our home, and this our office. A little advice for it. Yeah. Had last year experience when I was called. People sitting on the seat of the director and looking at themselves as an engineer. What I want. They are no longer an engineer, they are behaving like an engineer. So we are no longer an engineer, the general manager. And I want to call you guys don't behave like an engineer. And that speaks to the fact that I'm not unaware that we are registered as a chemical engineer by Corey, but by the grace of God, we are number one better engineer. Work with the police to get results. Work with the as a environmental engineer, you are a general and you see the sensors. You have chemical engineer, we have civil, we have mechanical. So you have to work as general engineer, the civil engineers, the mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, chemical engineer, everybody to make our environment safe and sustainable. So that's the advice. My question. What policy started, if I should recall, the one I was involved with in 2011, and I was secretary to that committee. But that you have policy today, the question is implemented. We have legal framework. We have implementation guidelines. We have people to support you to make it a reality. These are my questions. Thank you very much.
Having said that, let me also stand on the well-established protocol and with your OES, tribalize Nigeria in terms of name. I will also collaborate with him in respect of all the advices they have given. Having said that, my own has to do with, if you look at this presentation, the thing itself, I want to say it's very, very apt. Having said that, I will also want to say, because we said improving public health, that's the aim. And CWIS stands for citywide inclusive sanitation. The key words there, citywide inclusive and sanitation. With all that, I want to go into what is happening in our own state here. And I don't know how we are going to resolve this. Since we say it's inclusive, the word inclusiveness, we have to look at Makoko. Makoko, we all know, mostly they use hanging latrine. With hanging latrine, in a normal setting, when you want to categorize them, call them urban poor. And when you are developing your master plan, you must also carry them along. Since these are initiative, or you call it concept, how we call it initiative, this initiative is all inclusiveness. How do we now carry hanging latrine users along in urban center? And I don't know whether this, when we talk about this citywide, is people or people in Badagry, are they all inclusive? If they are inclusive, I happen to also have come from that rural part of the state. I want to know whether those people beside the patient and cope, how do you carry them along in this your initiative and concept? Having said all that, I want to also commend you and congratulate you for the appointment as well. It is well deserved, being one of the people, and some of us, when we have also gone through the privilege, we are proud to have people like you. Rather than they, when I say they, you know the people concerned. I'm bringing people from outside. And it did for continuity. You have been part of the system, and you cannot say you don't know the challenges. These challenges are enormous, and I believe with people like you, with the background and the kind of training you have had, I believe you should be able to prepare you to success. Then you are also a party to, at a time we did what we call the guideline for fecal and wastewater in the state. How are we bringing such along? Because these are the key things to the success of CWIS. And then some of us have even gone far and which already it is being implemented that most people don't know. I happen, by the grace of God, to be one of the specialists in Bauchi. I handle the wastewater and fecal sludge aspect of the master plan for Bauchi State. And from my experience, and from what I've been able to deduce, because in most, permit me if I'm taking your time, we are all here to share knowledge. Now, there and then, mostly because in our own, part of the world, infrastructure normally comes. When I say infrastructure, it could be wet, it could be dry. When I say wet, we are talking about water, we are talking about wastewater. Those are taken as wet infrastructure. Then when you talk about dry, electricity, telecommunication, all that, and the road, those ones are dry infrastructure. In our own case, in our own climate here, mostly you will see that all this, whether wet or dry, they come after individual have built their homes. And then how do you now sewer? For example, if somebody now decides to be that he wants to sewer the whole of Lagos, I bet you me the compensation they will pay will be so much that the project will not see the light of the day. These are the things we now have to start thinking, and the same thing applied here. And then what, I mean, the knowledge we have now come up, which some years back, in one of the master plan that was done for the state, and it was there and then decided that, look, those people, those areas like Lagos Island that have already got safety tanks, you can come up with small bore. Small bore, you only have the spalitant being taken to the side. And once in a while, you use vacuum dislodger, your vacuum truck, to come and dislodge those solids at interval. And that is the way. Today now you see that most of the safety tanks in Lagos State have been standardized. Because when we are doing this guideline, and the feedback we got from the various fields was that the dimension of those tanks, they are all similar. Although basically depending on the population of the users. But from there you can make reason that, look, if you are to go by the study done again in the state, which some of you may not be aware, there are studies done that, look, for fecal sludge in the state, 200 liters per person per annum. Fecal sludge, and 200. In America, they use 250. India, 210. So this is what I can tell you how
ṣebí tó ti ń ṣe kó tó ń wá ṣe every day for years.
164. But we now say, look, 164, and then looking at the error, fill the error and all the rest. That's how we now came up with the 200 liters per person per annum. So if you are doing your study on fecal sludge, it's different from wastewater. I mean, you are giving us the water supply, 120 LPCD. But when it comes to wastewater, in the state, in the guideline, we've recommended 80% of that. So it will be 120 times 0.8. Are you getting me? So these are the things we all have to imbibe. Then coming to Bauchi, we now realize, I won't tell you that I also have to use some of the data that 200. And I made reference, because studies were also done by one professor in Ibadan, is dead now. That Indian professor in Ibadan, UI. You remember him, sir? Forgotten the man. He used to be a professor. Some of the people that study in Ibadan, they know him very prominent when it comes to environmental. Professor something, an Indian man. So they did for Kano, they did study for Kano, Warri, and Port Harcourt, and they came very close to that 200. And when I was now designing for Bauchi, we now have to look at what are the things that are relevant. And these are the issue of, okay, if areas that have not been developed, how do I capture them? If I put sewer network, the sewer network, the areas that have been developed, if I put small bore, I capture them in. And then our gully MTR, they don't have to be traveling 20 kilometers to go and dislodge. The longer the distance, the more expensive it becomes. And then the lesser the number of trips they will do per day. Are you getting me? So we now have to say, okay, within a radius of 5 kilometers, Gully MTR should be able to do 5 trips per day. So you can be able to now, and then we now size what type of Gully MTR. You have 8,000 liters, you have 10,000, you have 12,000. Now went in between. Let's take 10,000. So with 10,000 capacity, and the man can know, if I capture this area and I know the fecal sludge they are producing, I can know the number of trips. And then my radius of 5 kilometers, my sewer line I have put on the main sewer, man knows. So I can build as recommended by the World Bank and Sanitation, this thing, you can study done in the state. They've said, look, within those lines, you can build what they call the DSTDS, that is the slugging tanker center or stations. And so they bring in, just like they go to all those files you said you have done, rather than they go to that place, they can bring it into the sewer network. You have to screen it, because basically they will bring some studies that you may not be able to handle. And by the time it comes into your waistline, it becomes what we call commissioning. So the commissioning does not need to be done at the side, which may warrant longer distance. Are you getting me? I'm just sharing this so that when you are planning, you can also bring such an idea. And then with that, I think I have to take my exit so that I don't.
I am standing on the great great in the midst of all my fathers in the environmental society and Chitaya happens to be just been transferred to this agency. But in order not to be made I have a question. My question is when the GM was presenting the technical session was spoken Swada or right, the Lawyer Association of Nigeria. But I went past a dislodger evacuating few days ago, I think 5 or 6 days ago. But what I noticed and the general thing, Laswamo, like Laswamo, these audit and stuff like that. But one thing I noticed is whenever evacuation is being ongoing, it comes with usually comes with this where everybody runs around. Hey, I don't want to die, I don't want to. That a way, I'm sure that must be the way. There must be a way to kill this, No. I don't know. It's a challenge which I've been thinking of. Was it be that messy? Is there anything NIE can do or someone can do or all your all the stakeholders? Is there anything we can do to stop this? I'm sure the Senate climb, things like this don't come. Why can't we do something like that? That's my question. Thank you.
Any other questions? Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. Privileged to be in the midst of great minds and fathers in the environmental sector. My friend and brother said I'm not supposed to be speaking but he's the same one that has inadvertently also stopped me from coming. Because his staffs, they've been changing from sometimes to our jokes. Very helpful. A few questions and maybe some because I'm happy that you are the one who has taken over the reins of affairs there. I know you are going to bring a lot of experience that you are bringing from the Lagos State Water Regulatory Commission. So we're not worried about that. I'm very confident that you are going to make great and positive impact. From what Daddy has said, I want to bring out something. In your presentation, the value you used for water per day was 120, and Daddy was suggesting 200.
No.
100.
See, sorry.
Okay.
The 70 times. Let me start. See, the 70 times. If you take the solids and share it among the number of users for a year, and you will get it to be 200 liters, 0.2 cubic meters. Are you getting it? It's different from wastewater. That's fake gas flood. You know, you have septic tank, you have sock away. The supernatant moves from the septic tank to sock away. Soak away is more or less speculation gallery. Are you getting me? Soak away. That one takes the water. But the solids that remain, now that volume divided by the number of users in the state, a study was done by AOP. I didn't know Kujipe and partner. Very long a time. I also used it for my master's in 1996. You understand? So from there, when the result came out, the study came out, they realized that it was about 164 liters per person per annum. But we now say, look, that may be field error, and then to have a round figure, we now ended that to be 200. So if you want to calculate Baker's flood, in Lagos State, you use 200. It is in that guideline that, the guideline, we have about 30 volumes. Now, in the case of wastewater now, if I'm taking wastewater for anywhere in Lagos State, because Lagos State Water Corporation, in fact, they are using 135. But generally, we average it because the amount of water being used in the Kogi is different from the Ikeja. But when you now average it in the state, now it will be 120. Otherwise, I would have told you for Ikeja, I would have told you to be 180. Are you getting me? Then when you multiply 180 or 200 by 0.8, you get it to be about 160. That's the wastewater now. That's the one. You know, this volume comes in, then you are supposed to, either for usage and then the one you are taking to, you and I are taking to our stomach, and 20 will go out of it. Remaining 80. Are you getting me? That is where the 80% now comes in. So for wastewater, if you are designing, it will be 80%. Then let me also go, because we had this issue some years back too. Now, for offices, how many hours do we spend in office? 8 hours. 8 over 24 is what? 1/3. So 1/3. 1/3 of what you use for the resident becomes that of the office. You understand? And I can also go to the primary. And if I want to, how do I derive that something? Because if you take 120 now, offices in the are you getting me? So if you want to design for wastewater for offices in Ikeja, it will not be 40. 40 by 0.8. Are you getting me? Now, let me now go. How do we arrive at that 40 itself? Basically, women are the, greatest users of water. Now, if you look at most of the ladies working in the offices, when they come first, what would they do after dropping their bag? They rush to the toilet. They go and flow, because they can hold urine. You and I will not. I can go anywhere here and despite my age, I want to urinate. But they will not do that because privacy, which is part of sanitation, is also key to them. So what will they do? They will rush to the toilet, flush. And then when she's going home, what will she do? She go back to that and then put whatever powder and all the rest. Each of those systems of those days, 16 liters, 4 gallons. So 16 times 2, 32. Now, when they come and you and I come, we want to take tea. You take tea, averagely, for your tea, washing hand and all the rest, you will use another 1.5. 32 plus 1.5. Now, you wash your hand after defecating. Another, like 3 will go. Making 160, 130, 36.5. Now, the remaining 3.5 is what we call unaccounted for. It could be anything. And that's how you see, you can go back to that 40 again. And that's how that 40 is. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm happy you mentioned AOP. Not as a small boy, I was working with AOP when we were doing that.
You know, like it.
Very
It was our contemporary.
I think he was working with Edison. Yes,
We lost contact.
So for me, there's a bit of a discrepancy with the volume to use for design. And of course, when we want to begin to talk numbers, that has an impact. So we have a standard and uniform value to use across board. So there's no quarrel as to, oh, my plant is undersized, my plant is oversized. We can avoid all that. So for me, we should have a standardized value that is recognized by our regulators so that we can avoid stories that touches on the farm. Then before you, I know I've been here twice to meet with past GMs, and this has to do more with collaboration. We've mentioned that quite a number of times in the presentation. In the past, I have not seen collaboration work, so to say. I want to believe that in your regime, that we'll see some positive direction along that line. Maybe we'll see behind the camera to talk about that. But I want to indulge you to push that agenda. Let it not be talk, and then we're not seeing anything happen. Let's see something positive about collaboration. Because I have thought initially when I came in that this space will not take us. Looking at the number of stakeholders per se that we have, and then, like I brought two of my little boys who I told them as a student, attending technical sessions shaped my idea of what the business was like. And the fact that as GM, delivering this presentation in your office, I expected more of us to be here, but unfortunately, I'm disappointed. And I think there needs to be a change in that direction. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your questions.
All right. Let me also use my natural voice. Thank you very much, Mr. Mohammed. I got your well, collaboration is very key. For me, as a person that's working in this section, but I've seen collaboration work. And coming from the regulators angle, we are people friendly. We want to hear what you have to do. So, and I allow other professional colleagues to also share experience, share solutions, and we have to do things here like every other day, just to make a way for what we are doing to our solution. So collaboration with consultants, with other stakeholders are welcome, and we will ensure that we have an open on let's discuss. That is why I've said earlier that we have a business team. So you invite other stakeholders, come and join, come and share knowledge, come and say what you want this sector to have coming years ahead. So thank you very much for that advice. And concerning standardization of water use, very key, as Engineer has said, very important that everybody is on the same page while making use of this standard designs. That is what will help us to also help you, to also help our
customers. Because if you over design, you're only wasting money for your clients. And if you under design, you are injuring the environment because treatment will never get done. It might be done, but at a higher cost, of energy and all that. So we'll collaborate. Okay, for Swadan, for his foul smell, I think it was also mentioned that the design of our septic tanks over the years is one of the issues that has evolved over time. Standardization of septic tanks, because we have sort of adopted a one-cap-fits-all design or septic tank, irrespective of population, residential, the high water table area. And these are one of the constitutive indices that bring about smell, house smell that you mentioned. Because and our rate of pumping, rate of dislodging, you have a lot of septic tanks that have remained in that tank for 15 years without being evacuated. And what usually happens is that we have designed in such a way that the spider tank just flows out to the soak away pit, that is the drain field, and the constituent of the septic tank becomes septic. And that is why the term septic has come to be. Having a BOD of 5,000 milligrams per liter, we have all the places I've gone to, I've never seen a BOD like that of yes. We have taken our samples to countries like Dubai, when we want to design infrastructure, and they say, wow, 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 wow. They have to apply extra designs, co-mixing, before they treat, having pretreatment units before treatment. It is only in Lagos. And it is a function of the design of our septic tanks. So before we can move away from that which you are experiencing, we must still go back to the basics. Reduce the number of years that your consent, will be concerned. You must seal off punctures into the drainages. At the end of the day, you can have a septic that can be well and good, well treated, that is less foul smelling. So it is a collaborative work. And of course, try as much as possible to also extend our sewers to places that are still achievable. Because ultimately, the sewer system is still the way to go. On-site sanitation is not something that is terrible for a city like Lagos, where you still have trucks still going around there. So, in the long run, what we will still hope to achieve is to have clusters of facilities, in regions. So we have regional, treatment system. Yes, yes, decentralized, that in different regions. So this will make the issue that you have experienced in the past. And of course, in the interim, we can also advise odor control chemicals. However, it's not sustainable. So we're looking for a sustainable solution, that will help us to achieve the legacy status of our city. So, and it is a collective work. Okay, individual buildings without infrastructure. Yes, you mentioned that also. Yes, you have some buildings that do not have toilets. The basic sanitation system, and it goes into the environment. So, but as an agency, we are monitoring and compliance team always out to check on-site facilities, commercial high-rise buildings that have, they are supposed to have civil infrastructure, to enforce the law, because it's ensuring that laws that you should have, particularly people in high water table areas of the state. Like Papa, sorry, sir. Victoria, Lekki, Aja, Tolu, yes. It's gas area. I also grew up area. Oh, great. Jesus. Yes. So we need infrastructure there. Else, our water will keep on paying. And the guy that said mentioned, yes, it has been completed. But by your good self, construction coordinated by the Lagos. What is left for that document is commissioning and launching of that document. Become a public document very soon. Since the water policy has been launched, so it will be something that follows suit. So let us look forward to having that documented, that document circulated and implemented. It will be very good for us, even as a service provider, public sector, even yourself, consultant, operators, with wastewater management, to know what they are supposed to do at every point in time. So it's a very incredible thing that launch very soon. And I mentioned the issue of urban slums. People of Makoko, Padia, the issue of citywide research. Yes, everybody is involved, and that is why, as a state and a state government, nobody should be left behind. The issue of wastewater management. So there's need for holistic planning, holistic collaboration, stakeholders, experts, state actors, non-state actors. So irrespective of the kind of sanitary system put in place, citywide reduced sanitation will always have a place for it. However, so the rest assured, sir, on my watch, I will, by grace of God, ensure that all these places that become urban slums will be inclusively taken into consideration. And the worst policy that mentioned, yes, is it implementable? Yes, sir, it is. And at this time, as a sector, public sector players, we have come together again, even after the approval of that policy, to really dig in and having an implementation strategy for that policy. So that's the next phase. And of course, when we're working on that policy, we also put costs to it. Now, because of inflation and everything, we're going to improve on the cost, how infrastructure will be provided, who puts the infrastructure, capacity development, strengthening of the sector players, sensitization, stakeholders engagement, for everybody to be on board with that policy, even to the grassroots level, local government, so that everybody has its place. You have the Ministry of Environment coordinating that sector and that policy, giving direction. You have the wastewater management office, that's FAMO, and service provider, that's the Lagos Water Corporation, providing water. The local governments are there. The local government and community affairs. They are on board. Ministry of Health is also included in that policy, Ministry of Education. So now a lot of people, even Lasura is also physical planning is there, in direction of planning. So if all of us can collaborate, then I think we'll have a great success in years to come. And that the budgetary allocation and private sector involvement in sanitation management will be something that everybody will really embrace, both on the government side and the private sector.
So I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, James, for your responses. So the house apologies for me coming late to my elders. Okay, sir. Nice, fine. Okay, nice, sorry. And just to say a very big welcome, sir. I think we got it there. You're welcome, very much, sir. Thank you for as we've all heard that this is today, the sector of sanitation is quite vast, quite broad. So they stay here till 10 p.m. So we need to have this continually. So for next month, all things we will one of our plans for next month. Smart World Environment Day, we're having the stakeholders like a luncheon for us to bring in even the waste sector. How can we work to achieve and correct this? And then come to cross off the venue, the time, because all things being equal. That is one. Secondly, also for Environment Day, the 3rd of June, we are having a press conference at the office of Civic.
Sorry, because I want to take my leave.
All right, sir.
I want to thank you very much, and I need to thank our GM. I want to commit to give us assurance that we can be having our meeting of this conference.
Okay, sir.
No, it's not for your use to ask because it's part of us.
Yes.
And it's part of the system. You see, in the yoga palace, you don't house a house. I don't have you will have a place you can call our somewhere we are meeting. It's either here or we talk to the owners of the Ikeja branch, whether they will give us opportunity there to meet. This is one of the chapters my board of fellow chairman, one of the chapters that we can be proud of, that's asking, I mean, all major ESCO members, national ESCO members. Therefore, we must have a place of meeting. We are proud of him of what he's doing. I want to carry him along to give us the assurance that we can be meeting here. Engineer, beyond that, during your own tenure, give us a room. As our secretariat. Give us a room as our secretariat. I remember engineer is here. He donated a printer to us at National Level. He couldn't go working in my room because we don't have a place of our own. This is the office of LIE. With him here, okay, thank you very Okay. So, National Chairman. The first chairman, Chairman. So while that is on, like I was saying, my brother, join us. We're having a press conference on the 4th. We're having a two private schools around the Kenya. Let them know our own. All right. Can we bend you?
No, just
Thank you. Yes. I hereby present this certificate of appreciation to the fellow members of Nigerian Institute of Environmental Engineer Adefemi Adedimeji Afolabi. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much. So we'll see us all next month. I'd like to call an engineer Tao. All protocol duly observed. I thank all our national chairman, general manager, chairman, Lagos chapter, and all our fellow engineers for coming for this meeting and seminar. Really appreciate the coming and really enjoy a lot of take home from what they've taught us by the general manager. Really appreciate. Thank you everybody for coming. We are really grateful indeed. Thanks very much. One, two, go. Let's stand up. Lord, creation, direct and noble cause, guide our leaders right, ever use the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true. Great love the eyes attain to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely evening and sit back home.